Okay, so week 4, session 1. As I said in my previous ride, where I did a workout for the first time, I'm going to try something different today. Normally, when I've done half an hour training and it gets easier, I would maybe add another 15 minutes and do 45 minutes. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to just say, where I've reached 8 miles, I'm going to just cycle for 10 miles. So I'm just going to try that. So let's start the warm up. So instead of adding just another 15 minutes, I'm going to add a couple of miles instead to my training session and just go from there. So do a 3-minute warm up, another couple of miles, maybe looking around about 40 minutes, but it may work out around about 45 anyway. Now this is the point where I feel that I'm now beginning to train properly, so the intensity now comes in, and with that intensity is where you would burn more energy, more calories, and just generally get fitter because you're pushing your body more. So the first 3 weeks I've used to just get back into it, get my body used to it again, get on the bike, and now I think I'm ready just to start pushing it and being a bit more intense. I've always felt that the intensity is what really gets you fitter, training with intensity, so not necessarily long periods, but more importantly just 45 minutes to an hour only with real high intensity work, with the occasional longer ride if you're doing cycling, just to work on your endurance a little bit. So I think I'm ready at that. I'm at that point sort of thing where I feel like I can now really start pushing it. Even my warm up now, I'm on the 4th cog down instead of 2 cogs, so feeling a lot stronger. Right, reached 5 miles in 18.5 minutes, just halfway through, so we're looking at around about 38 minutes, 6% gradient. Gonna move down a gear. So that's what I thought it would be, around about the 40-minute mark. So I'm coming up to 20 minutes now and up to 5.4 miles. So just out of interest, I've got to 27 minutes, 45 seconds, and I've already reached the 8 mile mark. So going for 10 miles at high cadence and high speed clearly has helped me go faster by a couple of minutes. And so it shows the mentality of different types of training. So the target of 10 miles is maybe go quicker. The target of 8 miles, it's almost like you want to hit that 8 miles on 30 minutes. So the mentality has to be, of go as fast as you can, no matter what, depending on the session you're doing. And now coming up to 29 minutes, I'm now at 8.4 miles, so well ahead of where I would have been before. Right, coming up to 10 miles soon. See what time we do. Let's push it the last few yards. Always try to do that if you can, as hard as you can. 10 miles. Straight to my 2-minute cool down. So it's around about 35 minutes, 36 minutes. So let's see what the final reading is. So the final reading is 10.08 miles, 36 minutes, 4 seconds. So I was right, in fact I was a little quicker by about 2 minutes or so. So 10 minutes, that's the most intense ride I've done so far. It shows how my fitness has improved over 3 weeks. We're now into the first session of the 4th week. Really pleased how it's going. And we'll see in a couple of days what ride I'm going to do there. It may just be a normal half an hour ride, almost like a recovery, and then push it towards the end of the week. But well pleased with that. Average of 16.8 miles an hour as well. So, yep, very, very good ride. Right, this is week 4, session number 3. I've done a second session in between. Well, I did a high cadence session just to get my legs moving a little bit quicker. I feel a little bit under the weather today, but should be okay to do the half an hour session. And just to give you a historic feel to the ride, it's the 6th of May 2023, and it's the King's Coronation. So 8 o'clock in the morning here, doing my half hour ride, and then I will be watching that later on TV. So that's how it goes. This is my 3-minute warm up at the moment, and it's just going to be a normal half an hour ride to see if I can do my 8 miles or so I normally do. Right, coming up to 15 minutes, which is now. That's 3.9 miles, which is just under the 4 mile mark for halfway. Normally I'm quite a way below that, because if you remember later on in this ride is where I really catch up. So hopefully I'm on track for a new distance record in the half an hour. Remember on the previous video there was a lot of creaking going on from the bike, and I was hoping it wasn't from the crank or whatever, but I realised that the quick release lever wasn't tightened up properly, so I tightened it up and it seems to have cured the problem. So it's a much quieter ride and not as annoying as it was before. But I'm on just over 4 miles after 16 minutes, so I should be able to reach the 8 mile mark, and my legs feel good. I've got a good speed, good rhythm. I'd like to go a little bit quicker, but that will come in the next few weeks. At 22.5 minutes, I'm at 6 miles now. Divide that by 3 is 2. Add it on to 6, it's 8, so I'm on track for 8 miles. It looks like it's going to be hopefully more than 8.5 at this rate, because normally I'm a bit slower than that. So it's tough, but hey, that's training. So I feel good and I'm pushing it. And I'm using the fitness I've built up to make sure I keep pushing and keep improving. What Zwift has done recently is add an avatar to the rides, which is, it looks like it's the fastest ride you've done recently. and I'm quite a ways behind that one. That's not a good sign. And you can see it as another rider on the list, and it's just gone off the list now, so it's ahead of me. So we'll see how accurate that was and what run I did on that day. I presume it's the 8.4, so I'm not making inroads into it at the moment. Oh, hello, I think I've just gone past it. So I've just gone past it. Yeah, I've started on my second round on this route, which is about 6.5 miles long, and looks like now I'm ahead of it. So just as I was saying that, good news is it feels more normal now, where I've really done quite well here, gone fast, I can feel it, and I've pushed it. So that's now more realistic. Coming up to 27 minutes gone, 3 minutes to go, 7.5 miles, and this Avatar is about 4 or 5 riders behind me. So it's really making me work hard because I'm trying to stay ahead of it to ensure this is going to be my fastest time. So it's working, and going to be hard work to stay ahead of it. Right, now I'm on 28.5 minutes. I've reached 8 miles, so this should be my fastest ride so far. Still just ahead of the Avatar by about 3 riders. It's catching up though, so let me just push it to the last minute. Right, coming up to 30 minutes. I'm well ahead of the Avatar now. 8.5 miles now. It looks like I should have done the longest ride so far, and that's coming up to 30 minutes now. So let's see where that puts me. Yeah, it's my longest ride so far in 30 minutes, 8.67 miles. Average speed of 17.2 miles an hour, so that was tough. The Avatar of your previous fastest ride definitely helps, so you can try to keep up with other riders in the scene, or you've now got the more realistic choice of your own Avatar, where you would have done the previous fastest or so on, or whatever, and that is more realistic because that's what you did, and it's more in tune with what your fitness levels are. And today I beat it by about 4 or 5 riders in the end, I think, maybe even 5 or 6, as I pushed it for the last minute. But that's my furthest ride so far, over 8.5 miles in half an hour. That's pretty good going after 4 weeks. So it shows that the fitness routine is working. Yeah, really pleased with that. So I'm not sure if I can get to 9 miles in half an hour. That'd be a hell of a feat. I'm not really looking to smash records and reach heights that a younger rider would. I'm 59 in exactly 4 weeks' time. So, you know, I've got to be sensible. And at the moment, I'm very happy with what I've achieved.